Hi, welcome to my channel Cloud with Girish. I'm Girish, an AWS community builder and cloud tech enthusiast with expertise in delivering customer-focused and business-impacting cloud transformation programs of high complexity. In my previous video, I explained how I created a CRUD API using Kiro vibe coding feature. In that video, I demonstrated how I added a functional UI with Kiro simply by providing prompts without writing any code myself. Kiro generated the UI code, integrated it with the existing CRUD API, and even provided clear instruction on how to run the application. This time, I wanted to take on something more personal, updating my portfolio website, and once again, Kiro became my co-developer for the job. Let's see what did I build and why. A few years ago, I built my personal portfolio website using AWS services such as S3, CloudFront, ACM, and Route 53. It worked great for hosting and showcasing my work, but the navigation always felt like an area that could be improved, more animated, more responsive, and more user-friendly. Between managing large-scale cloud initiatives and exploring new AWS features, I never got the time to redesign it. But with the Kiro and generative AI in my toolkit this year, I finally decided to revisit the site and bring it up to modern design standards. My goal was simple: make the navigation intuitive, engaging, and mobile-friendly, while experimenting with how far AI assistant coding could go in enhancing a static site's front end. This was not just a design refresh, it was an opportunity to see how Kiro AI-driven coding capability could help me test, modify, and visualize design ideas in real time. Here is the architecture. So before diving in, let's review the architecture of this portfolio website. I'm not changing the design, however, wanted to show how this website is designed and implemented. I'm using the S3 static website feature, though I'm also using the CloudFront distribution and ACM certificate manager to make it a secure site, which basically operates from HTTPS. I have the DNS configured using Route 53, and that's how this entire portfolio website is implemented. Before I look deeper into it, the prerequisite to understand this static website is basically basic familiarity with AWS Management Console, some knowledge of Python. Is just from a programming fundamental perspective. I'm not using Python in this particular workshop. Basic understanding of AWS services, S3, CloudFront, and ACM, and then you need to have the AWS Kiro installed and ready since I'm using it, right? So let's see how Kiro did it. I started by asking Kiro a few questions, such as, can I run my portfolio site in Kiro before hosting it on AWS so I can make and preview change locally? I asked this prompt because I wanted to make sure that before I make the changes directly in my AWS account, I wanted to make it locally. So Kiro helped me to run the static site locally. I moved on to the main goal, which is upgrading the navigation, and I asked Kiro to provide multiple design options and then review the site mobile responsiveness, ensuring it looked great across iPhone, iPad, and other devices. This is how before and after website navigation looks like. So this is my old navigation, and this is functional. It's just like any standard website. So it has a home page, about me, projects, profile, YouTube channel, Gen AI, arc diagram, and so on, right? Static is plain, minimal visual cue, and limited interactivity, right? And scrolling and mobile responsiveness were also basic, leaving room for improvement. Let's look at the new navigation. This new navigation is with the help of Kiro. So after Kiro helped me transform the website, the navigation is now more modern. It's interactive and visually engaging. It has animation, it has the highlighting, and it has the improved mobile responsiveness, making it easier and more enjoyable to navigate. The overall look feels fresh, professional, and aligned with a contemporary portfolio design. I did not change anything in the main website section other than like adding some background image here, which is also like has some sort of like animated behavior, and these buttons are definitely like fully animated. So here is the Kiro in action. I simply provided the first prompt that how can I run this static website in Kiro to preview. And if you look at it, Kiro is giving me option that, hey, this is how you can run it in your local environment. And this was very helpful because now I can run it, make the change, visualize it, and then if I don't like it, then I can do a second and third trial. My second prompt was straight to the business. I said, hey, I would like to update the profile.html to include navigation for home, about me, etc. And it started, like if you see, Kiro actually responded promptly. It recognized that I have a CSS file, and then it started to review and update that CSS file to help me with the enhancement. I also then subsequently asked for further enhancement, asking that, hey, can you keep the orange color but change the blue to better match the page background? And as you can see that Kiro is acting just like my co-developer here, and whatever I'm asking here is actually implementing it, right? So I don't have to implement it. And then finally I asked Kiro that, hey, add my AWS community builder image, and it placed it like perfectly. As you can see, like if I go back to what I was trying to show, so here it placed it like here, and it's really like, you know, how I wanted it. So now I got my navigation, I got the placement of that new AWS image builder, and I have my, you know, site. Now one of the powerful feature of Kiro that I really enjoyed in this process is the feedback loop. It keeps you informed about every change it makes, and after implementing the update, Kiro also summarized the enhancement in detail, explaining what was modified and why. And this helped me understand that how visual tweak, animation, or layout adjustment contributed to a better user experience. It truly felt like having a co-developer reviewing and guiding the improvement in real time. Building and place it perfectly. So it's really like, as you can see that it's giving me feedback. It gave me like everything that it had changed, and the result is a modern, professional, and responsive navigation that feels alive. It's exactly what I wanted to do, but I was not getting the time. And Kiro really helped me, like, you know, in few minutes doing this upgrade. So the key takeaway, this upgrade experience with Kiro taught me several important lessons. First, of course, is that Kiro does accelerate deployment and development. So it makes quick design and UI improvement easier without heavy manual coding. Local previewing, it allow me to like do a safe experimentation before putting my site to the AWS. Also, like the entire generative AI guidelines, it helped me refine color scheme, the layout, the responsiveness, making it mobile friendly, and so on. And the feedback loop, it keeps me in control because I can look at it, I can provide further feedback, and Kiro was acting on that feedback. So really, like beyond these points, I realized that how AI assisted development can enhance creativity rather than replace it. By handling repetitive or technical asks, Kiro lets you focus on design, user experience, and experimentation, bridging the best of automation and human creativity. I combine it with AWS services to create a finished product. So I really like enjoy this whole process, and I have a finished product in friction of time that, you know, I would have like done it if I have done every single thing manually. Let's see it in action. So here is the website that I modernize using the Kiro. So if you look here, this is the navigation I'm talking about. So it actually, you see that the moment I hover over the icon, it has the nice subtle animation built into it. And I did not code for it. I asked Kiro to help me modernize my navigation bar, and Kiro came up with this animated scheme for me and actually updated the CSS file that I already had in place, but it matched it with my visual style and created the animation. So it's really cool. And if you see here is another kind of animation I have here. And this is again like Kiro did a great job of adding the animation, making it like, a more modern looking portfolio website. Also added the community builder image here, and if you see, it had like a very subtle matching animation feel to it also. So I really like it. Something I wanted to do it for months and I was not getting time, and now with Kiro I was able to do it like as one of my weekend projects, that I could just take my portfolio website and update the static navigation to this more modern and animated kind of navigation. And here is my portfolio project in Kiro. So if you see here, it's my entire project structure that I'm using for this portfolio website. So it of course has my HTML, my style sheet, the CSS file, the images, and so on. And here is like my co-developer, Kiro. So I asked Kiro to basically the prompt that I was showing it that, hey, I want to upgrade the navigation, add the animation, and basically like continuous feedback loop that I'm talking about. I also asked it to like make it more mobile friendly. So it did those mobile enhancement also. And then talking about like the entire feedback loop, it also provided me at the end of it summary that what all it updated, and basically changes the ascent, the responsiveness, the navigation, and so on. So really like totally like prompt based development, and it was able to review my existing files and then make the changes which actually matches with my coding style that I already had in place. So really pretty cool. And it really helped me achieve the results that I had in my mind. So in this video, I demonstrated how Kiro can accelerate development, save time, and allow you to focus on end goal as opposed to spending hours adjusting layouts, colors, and animation manually. Kiro helped me prototype, iterate, and visualize changes instantly. The real magic was in the feedback loop. Kiro not only implemented update, but also explained what was changed and why. Almost like a coding partner, guiding each improvement. Upgrading my portfolio website turned out to be more than just a design refresh. It became a practical demonstration of how Kiro and generative AI can accelerate front-end development while keeping creativity at the center. Whether you are upgrading a static site, fine-tuning navigation, or experimenting with interactive elements, Kiro's blend of AI-assisted coding and automation makes it easier than ever to transform idea into working result fast, accurate, and visually stunning. Generative AI is not replacing creativity. It's enhancing it, and with Kiro, even a small weekend projects like a portfolio update can feel like working with a full design and development team by your side. Generative AI is transforming the way code is built, and tools like Kiro make the process even easier. While debugging can become more challenging as more code is generated with Gen AI, Kiro features such as specs-driven development and design documentation generation can help address the challenges. I believe this is just the beginning, and these tools will continue to evolve rapidly. I'm constantly creating new content on various AWS topics, so please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the Cloud with Girish channel. Your support helps me continue producing valuable AWS tutorials and workshops. Stay tuned for more exciting content. Thank you.